In, how is it going, everyone? Welcome to I Wanna Be the Scenario. This time, apparently we're in a rhythm game, minigame. I don't know why this game has so many minigames, but I guess it's the style of the game. I just hope that it's not too overly hard, it could be. So, apparently, if I remember correctly, with Shay and with K you adjust the offset. Okay. What? How did I lose? Says, you know, I know the Shay and K, but am I supposed to be walking too? What? Oh, you have to be shitting me. You want me to do both things at the same time? I don't think my brain can... Okay. Well, at least that seems to be a checkpoint. I hope it is. Okay. Well, the problem is that doing this with my button configuration is a little bit hard. Maybe I should do it with the default configuration. It should be easier, I'm assuming. It probably. I mean, all of these games are usually... I don't think the offset is a problem. I mean, so far, it's not like there is any... like there's any complex rhythm. It's just following a simple tempo. That being said, it's still hard to do. I mean, it's hard to do both things at the same time. Like, the issue is... because it is, when you press it like this, it makes you want to press shift, like the jump button also, with this same pace. But that's something that you really don't wanna do. Like, this requires essentially to split your brain in two. I'm not very good at multitasking at all. Then this is crazy. I don't know if doing it with my previous... No, I don't think it's better to do it. No, it's not better at all. No, doing it with the default buttons is better, yeah. Okay, so that first one, you need to jump to the left no matter what. It's a problem. What I do know is that, you know, I played like a Kirby rhythm minigame, and I remember it being painful, because it also kind of requires you to multitask like this, so I think anytime that I see Kirby and a minigame, I should expect it being painful. Kirby, and I mean a rhythm minigame. But yeah, at the same time you could do one side and then the other, instead of trying to force it at the same time. But at the same time, if you leave one of them behind for too long, it might be too late. Also, spamming doesn't really work, no, because you have a miss condition. If you miss by pressing too early, you're gonna... well, it's not gonna work, obviously. That first jump is so annoying on the top. Well, on the top, yeah, where else would it be? There are no jumps on the bottom. At least there is no dead sound. Wait. Oh, the music changed all of a sudden. Well, it's like it restarted, I'm assuming. Yeah, but sometimes... Maybe I do need to adjust the offset, because I don't think I can press the notes without looking at the top. But you're supposed to be able to do it without looking at the top, you know? I don't know. Very hard. I'm dead there, regardless. The issue is, how long is this gonna be? Damn it. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off. It's the kind of thing that I'm super bad at. Very loud noises on the outside. I got pretty far. With those loud noises on the outside, it's pretty hard to hear the rhythm here. Damn it. Got completely distracted by that. Though no, it's not like I'm doing much better or worse than before, you know? I'm doing the same. I feel like mini games in this game are very out of control. This is the kind of thing that probably when you're looking at it, it doesn't look that hard to pull off, but I can guarantee you this is extremely hard to do. I'm not even sure how to position my fingers. Like, what's the most optimal way of doing it? Unless I try to... No, I don't think trying to sham and tapping it's at the same time is a good idea. Actually, now that I think about it, some notes have different timing. If you really look at the top, I think sometimes they don't have the same timing as other times. Nice. Nice to get to a fucking checkpoint. Oh, that looks so cancerous. There is a gate jump and then a switch that you get by going back. You have to be shitting me. Like, doing that gate jump while I'm doing this is crazy behavior. Let me see if I increase the volume for myself. That's very hard. I think increasing the volume does help me a little bit more. But if the song stops, I guess not. You know? I don't know what strategy to use here, really. I can't believe the gate jump. Like, that seems like an exaggeration to me. Putting a gate jump there is simply in bad taste. I'm hitting the switch. Well, on the right side, once you leave the waddle dee there, you can simply focus on going on the switch on your own. Hit it, dude. The ceiling, that's so shitty. This is a collision. You cannot jump higher than this, so I ended up getting killed by the spike because of it. There's nothing not evil about this. Everything about this shit is evil. Okay. Oh, that's an F jump. What else are you gonna put? A diagonal next a plane? Just since we are at it, I guess. That's so fucked up. Okay, that jump you need to go to the bottom and then jump afterwards. Fuck. The problem is that I've been told by the game itself that the chapter of minigames already passed, but this is essentially what that is. It's a minigame. They apparently were not free from minigames. Not to mention the position of your hand to do this is very... like, it hurts a little bit, because having your finger in X and shift at the same time... well, it's not the same finger, but I mean that the hand... the same hand in both of those and being focused on both is very messed up. Let me do it. And then afterwards, the champs... no, actually this champ looks extremely hard to do. That will be a problem. And you know, I have a feeling this is simply psychological torture. It feels like it's a method of torture. Well, at least that's the checkpoint, but it's a little bit far. Like, that doesn't really look easy at all. Yeah, I cannot focus on both things, dude. This almost makes me want to make a script to hit the X key every, like, I don't know, half a second. I don't know how much that is. So I don't know what this guy was smoking when he said that you can beat this game in 5 hours. Well, to be fair, my own fun game I also didn't estimate properly. With how fucked up these minigames are, you have to be out of your mind. I don't know. Doing it... It would be nice if there was a way to change the X button, but you can. I mean, you cannot technically change any button, but it's such a shitty ass button to do this. It really is. Fortunately, I have to use the default movement here. Well, at least this is the final checkpoint. That's something. Only you could be a little bit faster, Mr. Waddle Dee. Oh, and it doesn't end yet? You have to be shitting me, dude. As if it wasn't enough to do all of that, you want me to keep doing more. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Oh, that's absolutely crazy too. What even is that pattern? Well, they simply rotate in a square. That's so hard to avoid. I cannot pay attention to both there no matter what. Yeah, I cannot do both there. You know, the worst part is that when you only need to worry about the Waddle Dee, it's like you want to spam it so he goes faster, but no, you have to stay calm, and it's very hard to stay calm here. Okay, this one, as long as it doesn't require me to jump, it shouldn't be that bad, right? Okay, it does require me to jump. I should have expected that. Okay, so there you don't want to jump in between the cherries, you want to jump above them. Oh, I actually got hit with the cherry. I didn't. Is that water? That is water. I don't know about this one, dude. Yeah, this one looks impossible to me. This one actually looks impossible. I mean, it's hard even doing it without needing to worry about the Waddle Dee, but with the Waddle Dee, it's even worse. For example, that death wasn't me trying to split my attention, that was just me not jumping properly. Also, how is it going, Sunshine? Yeah, dual controls, I mean, anything that involves multitasking is an issue to me. And yeah, this one is multitasking. I don't know, like, I'm very tempted to make an auto hotkey with the X button. I really want to. Like, it really makes me want to do it. Yeah, I'm doing well. Well, I mean, I'm getting very fucked right now, but trying my best. Trying. I was gonna suggest that, but I thought you wouldn't cheese it. Not for now. It depends on how long it takes me, but I'm thinking of cheesing it. Because this just looks unreasonable. Well, the previous one looked unreasonable too, but this one seems like it's going further beyond. And this music is also driving me insane. The only problem with cheesing it is that you will have to time it perfectly, because the logic will just be pressing X every amount of times, but how do you time it to make it so it happens? Well, you can reset the timing, I'm pretty sure. But still, we'll be fucked up. Okay, man, I die always on one of those. So you can actually synchronize both things. I thought it wouldn't work, but it does work. But it's easier said than done, of course. You have to press shift so, like, lightly. Ah, damn it, dude. Very lightly. It's very hard to press it lightly here. Fuck me, dude. And I cannot avoid dying to that, you know? I just cannot. Oh, you are such a fucking bitch, dude. You are such an absolute bitch. Like an actual bitch. Like, how dare you? Like, this deserves just quitting. Doesn't deserve anything else. Like, that's betrayal. Them, you need a lot of advantage to pull that off. That's the issue. You need so much advantage to wait until the spikes go up. Hold up. What was the key that lets you restart the timing? Because this one is for the offset, but I don't want that. I want the one that resets the timing. I don't remember which one it was. Wasn't it L? But L is not doing shit. Unless by... No. I don't know which one it was. Well, whatever. Nice misses. I cannot time this anymore. I think I might have fucked the actual offset here. Like, it says 0, but it might not be 0. I think I might have fucked it up. Because I cannot time it anymore. Ah, damn it, dude. Hold on, let me press every single button. I'm pretty sure that one of them was resetting the... Oh, maybe it was that one. I don't know why I press. Or maybe it's just that it... Oh, it's with Q. Okay. I thought it was L, but no, it was Q. Ooh, I almost died, holy shit. Okay, but this one looks even worse. So those platforms there, you have to spam jump to get through them, but that's gonna completely throw off my timing. Wow, that actually was a lot easier. Damn, that was so fucking cancerous, it was crazy. At least I did it without cheesing. How is it going, Wasabi? Damn, that was so painful. So extremely painful. And the worst part is that the minigames are gonna keep coming. Who is this? Young man? I think that it... Oh, what the hell? Collecting crystals in the depths of the fairy village, control the fairies well and aim for the warp. Pressing its key when the fairy is blue moves the fairy towards the kill. Okay. Sounds cancerous, honestly. When the fairy touches the grey crystal, a warp will appear. Yeah, this looks like absolute cancer, without a doubt. Okay, so... Well, at least... Well, depends on if you have, like, real-time platforms, but for the most part, you're dead, actually. Yeah, you cannot avoid that spike. Maybe it's better here to do it like this. No, I don't think it is. It's fine, at least you don't have the piano MIDI that you had before. I didn't particularly mind it. I mean, the thing that was cancerous was the minigame in itself. So how do you do this to make the fairy go down? I guess you do it like this. Yeah, I guess you do it like this. And then you shoot it again to attract the... Yeah, okay. Got it. I mean, as long as there are no moving platforms, at least here you can take all the time you want, you know? That's a good thing. Okay, so here you also want to push it. Though... Oh, you cannot shoot it... Okay. I think I get it. I feel like you need to have a lot of creativity for this, but as I say before, I wish you didn't get so creative with these gimmicks, you know? I wish you were a little bit less creative. Oof, that was close. That was not a dead, you fucking piece of shit. Stop making shit up. That was not a dead by any extent of the imagination. It was not. You know it and I know it. Like, it was not a dead. It did not hit the spike. Whatever. So here you want to push it away, I guess. Easier said than done, though. Well, that applies to the entirety of this fucking game. Alright. Oh, damn. Well, that's something. And then at some point, I mean, here you need to push it no matter what. I mean, it works. And then here, no matter what, you need to push it. Though at some point, actually, do you want to push it? Because at some point, just by pushing it, you're not gonna be able to make it up there. So I actually think it has to be pulling in here, right? Does it? I feel like it has to be pulling, actually. Because if it's pushing, it only works at the beginning and then it stops working. Probably. Wow, nice. Amazing. Honestly, putting those two spikes up there is bitch-made behavior, if you ask me. Well, the hitbox of the Fair is also quite bitch-made, if you ask me. Ah, god damn it, dude. It is the kind of fun game that you can see the amount of effort that God put into it, so you feel bad for talking shit, but honestly, these minigames are so shitty to me. Again, creative, but they are simply not what I would call fun whatsoever. Okay, so want to attract it from there and hopefully don't die on the spikes. Problem is that here, yeah, you cannot really pull it that well from here. But the issue is that at some point you also cannot push it, so I don't get it. I mean, you can fall down, I guess, but I'm not sure how to do that sequence. Doesn't look very possible. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Well, I mean, obviously I'm wrong. It has to be possible in some way, but I don't see how. Like, here's the thing. At the beginning, you push this, and yeah, no problem with that. But when it reaches that point, what do you do? Like, unless you can shoot from here, or you can. Like, the spikes are actually perfectly lined up. Okay, so that's the answer. Yeah, and of course you had to do something like that. So for this one you have to push no matter what, though my issue is falling into that portal will be just as hard. Okay, got it. And then we have what I fear we will have, moving platforms. So that means that you cannot take all the time in the world you want. It's fine. Really? How the fuck do you counter that? Are you supposed to make it go back? Yeah, you are. I thought that she spam all the way, but only until the middle of the screen. Well, okay. That should be doable, but then putting traps in minigames like this is so distasteful to me. I know that a trap like this is basically like part of the challenge, like it's something that of course is not unexpected after you see it the first time, but it's such a piece of shit. As if the gimmick itself wasn't as cancerous. You are such a bitch. I don't know who that was, but you're a bitch. Just want you to know that. Okay, she only shoots at the middle though. Okay. So she's probably gonna come back, right? Well, no, probably not. She will. Oh, hold up. Okay, there we go. At least I don't know when. Did she say Master Spark? Man. I guess that explains everything. This guy is a Toho fan. I think that might explain it. That might explain why his brain is so twisted. Indeed. I mean, I will know, I'm a Toho fan too, you know? Toho fans are not right in the head. So when does she shoot? After this cherry, right? Well, in that case, shouldn't I already lower you? But it even expands a little bit more. What an asshole. That was too late. Also, I haven't really seen I haven't paid attention what that character below is supposed to be. Isn't that like the girl from... what was it called? Kemono Friends? Like that shitty ass anime that got a lot of attraction, I mean a lot of attention simply because... I don't know why I mean, for the same reason every shitty ass anime gets attention, I guess. Just have cute characters and that's it. Yeah. Well, at least that anime, for what I've seen, it's absolutely dead. So at least we don't have to deal with that shit anymore. Okay, so for this one, you want to make it go down from here. Yeah. And then, well, up again, unless there is another trap. Well, not yet. Okay. Why is there a Grim Reaper? Oh, he even... Okay, so the Grim Reaper follows me. So, well, that's good. At least I don't have to worry about aggroing both of us. It summons some cherries. Oh, it even teleports. Okay. So he can actually attack. Like, it's not just about contact damage. If he's close enough, he's gonna swing that thing. And you're gonna die, of course. How did I miss both of those? Oh, but the cherry follows him. So I actually have to worry about both. Well, it seems like it only targets it. Doesn't seem like it constantly follows. Yeah, promise that if it spawns right next to him, it's a little bit useless. And by cornering... Oh, that didn't hit. Nice. Ah, fuck. I wanna know if the Grim Reaper here can actually hit the... If it can actually hit the fairy. Let's see. Yeah, it can, okay. So it's not just the cherry, it's both. Oh yeah, that's annoying. I corner myself. Well, needless to say, the cherry also hits me. Stay there. It seems that it's a lot easier to make it follow me. I guess it depends how. I also know where the portal is gonna appear. Hope that it doesn't appear in an ultra fucked up place. Okay. Here. At least the teleport is there to actually give you some breathing space. Okay. Need you to come here. Okay. Nice. Jesus. At least this wasn't as fucked up as the rhythm game, but man, these minigames are out of control. I know that, well, when you read the README says that the thing that populates this game more are gimmicks. And it's true. Also, by the way, something that I didn't say yesterday, this is the Undertale room. You can tell by the carpet on the floor, that's from Undertale. I'm pretty sure it's from Undertale at least. Right? Like, isn't that from Undertale? Or am I making shit up? Maybe I'm making shit up, but it looks like it is from Undertale. Damn, he can't take his meds. Well, oh, now we are remembering. It's very clear that she died. Like that, there is no doubt. Sharp eyes. I mean, it was obvious in the very first cutscene, as I said before. She appeared, she told about this guy, she told with the kid, and then on the very next cutscene, she disappears. Like, it was obvious that she was, like, either dead or imaginary. Well, it turns out that it's both. She's dead and this time imaginary. So yeah, it was kinda obvious. Well, you like finding a dead person. I recommend the cemetery. Right, it's key. When you shoot while on the platform accelerates on the opposite direction. Well, sure, that's a cryogonal, I'm pretty sure. A Pokemon. It's very similar to the Undertale carpet. Oh, that's what you were talking about. Yeah, I think it is the Undertale carpet. Keep in mind that this game was made by a Japanese person and... Oh, that's what that red thing does, okay. Japanese people, for some reason, love Undertale. Like, they love it so much that they even made a fan-made translation, because apparently the official translation is shit. You have to be shitting me. Can Cryogonal even do that? What is that attack even supposed to be? Hyper Ray? Or whatever it's called. Hyper Beam, I mean, that's how it's called. So this guy, Cryogonal, is from the 5th generation of Pokemon, right? So it's pretty possible that the NPC that showed up like early on in the game with the minigames, that was also like a 5th generation NPC. This guy is essentially, well, at least he has good taste in games, I guess. And that second one is so fucked up. I guess you're supposed to ultra spam this, actually. So when it makes it back, though it's hard to land on it. And you know, it's pretty fucked up that the very first time you introduce your gimmick, you actually make traps that make it, you know, that make it hard to properly use, like to get used to it. Very fucked up. It. Also pretty funny that this apparently comes after like a very emotional moment in the story, you know. A little bit fucked up if you ask me. God damn it, dude. I ain't gonna make it either. And I don't know what he's gonna do afterwards, that's my fear. Like, he stays there, but he's probably not gonna stay there forever. So I'm very scared about what this is gonna be about. God damn it, dude. We cannot have good things. We cannot. Okay, that works, but what now? Oh, he stays there. Alright. Cool trap, by the way. It wasn't cool at all, but... yeah. Alright, so these platforms disappear when they hit the red blocks. Wait, what do you want me to do here? Can you use the platform as it's falling down? I mean, it has to be that way, right? I don't know what else do you want me to do with that. I don't think you can. But what else are you supposed to do here? You also... wait, can you make this jump? No, there's no way that's possible. You have to do it from... you have to use this platform, but how? Unless it's... okay. So I think that was the intended way, it was a trap. But I don't know how to trigger that. Like, how to trigger that without dying, obviously. In fact, I don't even know... what was the trap here? Okay, so that appears, and well, in that case you probably want to leave this. Actually, you could leave the platform below without moving, but let's try this. Well, the issue is you kinda want to have it stop on the right side, but you cannot really do that, so you will have to somehow time it. Well, somehow, I mean, it's not that hard. You can do like that, but the issue is that it's gonna hit it regardless. Yeah, I think I understand the idea here. If I hadn't hit the spikes there, I think it would have worked. Okay, not so fast. I should be probably at this speed. It's very hard to calculate. Yeah, like, you have to be extremely precise with the timing here. Oh, but it stops there no matter what. I thought it stopped there because I died, but no. So, in that case, okay, there are two things to take into account. You're first supposed to place this bottom one here, so you can fall into it. And then you use the top one here. You actually leave it here. I think that's the idea. It has to be. Well, yeah, it's just that you have to aim to the platform. Alright, gotcha. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so like this is actually easier than I thought. There's probably gonna be another trap afterwards though, so it's still a hard angle. You probably want to make this thing very close to that block, yeah, like that. Yeah, okay. There's most likely gonna be another trap somewhere. But it will be the same trap. Yeah. Obviously. I don't know what to do there. Like, probably you want me to... Because... Oh, never mind. The spikes disappear. So the only thing you have to do there is get the other platform ready. Though I'm not sure how. I don't know exactly what the sequence of events was there. No, stay there. Okay, so what happens is that red, like those red platforms go down. So the moving platform below, you basically can say goodbye to that. The only one remaining is the middle one, but the middle one, I don't know if you can really place it anywhere where it wouldn't get... Well, where it wouldn't get hit is not an issue. The issue is in a place that you can actually reach it. I don't know if you can do that. You're probably intended to land on that thing when it gets to the other side and then go back. I think that's the idea. And then I hope that's the last trap. Ah, fuck you, dude. This is supposed to be chapter 3, chapter 4. That's the one thing I'm curious, because that will tell you how much is left, you know? Can you imagine doing this thing in the same checkpoint as the previous screen? That would be wild. I mean, obviously I wouldn't do it, but... If it wasn't for that Woos checkpoint, you wouldn't be able to. You would have to. Okay, that works, yeah. So any other trap? No, thankfully not. Alright. +1, -1, +1. What the fuck does that mean? What? I'm not sure what that did. Can you be a little bit more specific here? I don't think I understand the idea. Oh, it increases the speed. That's what it does. Well, increases or decreases. Is that what it does? Try to do it slower. Yeah, it does that. But I'm not sure what to do though. You can probably leave this thing here. No, sack of shit. Okay. But yeah, at least I understand the way it works. So this has a lot of potential to be ultra cancerous. Like if one of these says +4 or whatever. So I don't think I'm supposed to destroy this bottom platform. I should just leave it there. And then here, what do we do? I don't know why I did that. Though you need to use the bottom platform to actually reach the other side. I'm not sure what's the point of the middle platform there though. But yeah, well, I kinda fucked up now. But the idea is that you push that. Wait, if it has -1 when it's... Yeah, that's right, like... When it's at the lowest speed possible and it hits -1, it stays still, so... Have to make it go a little bit faster. Okay, gotcha. No, wrong side. Okay. So here, you want to trigger this one. Can you even make it that fast? I'm trying to see if any other platform serves a purpose at that point, but it doesn't look like they do. I don't think so, at least. Right. Just that I'm surprised of that platform that is below the top platform. Like, it has to serve a purpose, but what purpose could that be? Ah, fucking... This platform has to be for something. Well, maybe if you make it closer like this, I could do something like this. Yeah, I guess that's the idea, but I fucked up. The execution. Alright, I can do this. Without a doubt. So... You stay here. I guess you can stay there. Outside kills. I need to remember that outside fucking kills. So yeah. What if you just make it stay here? As this champ is possible, and this one should be possible as well, right? It is, but I still didn't make it. Well, that's fucked up, because yeah, that was the perfect setup. I don't think I can make a setup better than that. Right, like that was the perfect setup. I mean, I can also do something like this. Make sure that it's from the furthest place possible. Okay, made it. Uh-oh. Can you at least give me an autosave? Okay. These are Dragon Quest villains. Baby Satan. Well, villains, they are regular enemies. What? Oh, what is this? What am I looking at? I don't really think I understand what's going on here. What the hell? Man, this guy really has a lot of creativity. And I don't mean that in a good way. I think I understand the way it works. Basically, the cherries tell you where they are gonna warp. Well, the arrows also tell you that. So what doesn't warp is the bullets. Like, the bullets stay in place. Uh-oh, no more warp? Well, like, you have to remember it. Well, should be fine, right? Surely. Oh, now you're shooting shit as well. Oh, it lands somewhere. Well, how do I know where that somewhere is? Well, no, you will have to remember it. Shit. Oof. This is crazy. Got his ass. You could get double KO, I'm pretty sure there. And at least there is an autosave. Damn. I can't believe this creator, what he's doing. Oh, he turned into the earth? Yeah. It's supposed to be Space Invaders? I'm pretty sure Space Invaders, they don't appear in the side of the air, they appear on the other side. So how are you supposed to hit this guy? Oh, like that. By the way, where are these power-ups from? Because it's not the first time that I see that. Like, do you know where these power-ups are from? Like, the icon, obviously. Like, yeah, it's a rocket, it's like a very generic power-up. I mean, the icon in itself looks so familiar. Like, I've seen it before, but I don't know where. I went too far, god damn it. That wasn't even a hard pattern at all, I just fucked up. Almost fucked that up. Okay. Don't die to this one, dude. It's not that hard. Uh-oh. Bouncing shit. And the bounce doesn't seem very... Ah, damn it. Okay, that looks like a problem. I know that you're probably supposed to shoot them, but that will basically require some insane spamming. Some actual insane spamming. Wrong side, moron. It seems at least that the patterns are static, like they are not actually RNG, in the sense that the order of the... No, never mind, it is RNG. The order of the patterns are RNG. Or the order is RNG. Damn it. Grammar is hard. So does that mean that some of them cannot appear at all? Because the big... what the hell? Right on the final moment? I'm saying that because on that attempt, the big circles did not appear. This is probably the most dangerous attack. But I don't think it was this one actually. The other one I feel like he bounced a lot more. Yeah, this one. This one with the very, very heavy bounces. It is the most dangerous one. Without a doubt. They are supposed to spam here. But that's so hard to do. You have to spam consistently, that's the issue. You will have to... Promise that that's not something that is consistent at all. Oh, it's been a while since you used this attack. Hey, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that attack. Seems a little bit too fucked up. But actually you could focus on one side and then go against the other. Okay, and then... Yeah, okay, nice warning. Just shoot that. And I was supposed to somehow react. At least that attack has a warning, but that other one... Fast aim at you, no warning at all. Like, basically, fuck you. Okay, pretty cool. Also, there's something wrong with the music here. There are a long amount of times where nothing is playing. It's like... it's not very well looped. Ah, I fucked up. So... It's crazy because I'm assuming that this boss will mark the end of chapter 3. But apparently there's 4 bosses in one. So... that's fucked up. Just a very quiet part of the song. Could be. Could be that it has something, but it's almost inaudible. It's a possibility. And yeah, that attack is crazy. You can consider yourself lucky if you don't get hit by that. You know, I'm very curious to read, like whenever I'm done with this game, I really want to read the reviews on Delicious Fruit. They are generally favorable, but I'm pretty sure that there are gonna be so many people that will look at some of these gimmicks and they probably have a lot of things to say about them. So yeah, I'm very interested. Obviously, I'm not gonna read them until I'm done with the game, because otherwise I will get spoiled, and that will be bad. Okay, that one is hard. Those are fast. How many do you do? I don't think you're gonna see it there. He does bullets that are pretty fast. It's supposed to be the final attack at least, but even though it's simple in concept, it still feels like it will be an issue. Yeah, okay, there is like a little piano in the background here. Just that with the sound effects, it's very hard to tell. And then you take every one of those reviews and make a bunch of alt accounts to spam report them for having the wrong opinion. No, see, here's the thing. Like, to me, well, I don't know how much of the game is left, but to me, it's a very mixed bag. Like, I hate so many of the gimmicks of this game, but it's one of those things that to me, it's just hard to be completely dismissive about it, because you can just tell the amount of effort that went into everything in this game. Like, this is not easy to do. None of the things in this game are easy to do. Well, I guess the specific gimmick that I'm doing right now, yeah, that one, it is easy to do. But the point is that most of them are not. Like, most of them are essentially mini games. Like, they are mini games, and they are mini games as part of the game. Like, so, like, he coded like a whole mini game simply to be used once in the game, and that's crazy. And a lot of those mini games, I absolutely hate them. Like the reading game one with the Waddle Dee, I absolutely hated it, but that takes a lot of effort. Not only to code, but also to come up with the level design for something like that, you know? Like, that's not easy. So as much as I hate a gimmick like that, I can't help but feel respect for it, because it really is a lot of effort. Like, he could have not bothered, but he did bother to do it. You know? Wait, what? This is a different attack. Oh, I'm outside. Well, that's also something I couldn't have seen coming, dude. Come on. Give me a break. So, you really want that attack to be the last attack. Probably. You don't want the other one. Then that's what I don't like about bosses like this that have RNG with the attacks that they can use, because at that point, whether you beat the boss or not, you could easily get lucky to not get one attack, and that can define you beating the boss. That should never be the case. Like, the fact that you can actually beat the boss because one attack decides to not show up because of RNG, that's terrible. But that's a mistake that a lot of fan game makers do, and I don't know why. It's especially bad in this one, because in other fan games it can be that the creator like underestimates the amount of damage that the player can do, so they think that all the attacks can happen in the fight, when in reality a couple of them can be left out. But in this particular one, the amount of attacks is fixed. Like, there is no way to attack more or less times. Like you will always have the same amount of attacks, and yet the amount of attacks is bigger than the amount of or rather, the amount of patterns is bigger than the amount of attacks the boss does, which means that some patterns you will not see them in a single fight. And that means that if you are lucky that one of the hard patterns doesn't show up in the fight, you will win by luck. The best example being this shitty ass attack with the bouncy balls. If you don't get that attack, chances are that you're most likely gonna get to the end because every other attack is free in comparison, you know? I don't think it's a good idea to make the platform bounce. Like you could do something like that, but you know, you need a lot of calculations to pull that off. Like you need to be on point. I don't think it's a good idea. Well, right there I didn't have a choice, I guess. Unfortunately, this attack is showing up a lot right now. And I think another thing that I noticed of that attack is that it cannot show up as one of the first two attacks. Like, the first two attacks have to be green, and the last two attacks before, you know, the static attack comes have to be red. So you will have them as one of the last two, or not, depends on how lucky you get. But the point is that it cannot happen at the beginning, which means that you have to deal with it when you already wasted time doing other ones. Okay. This one is the easiest red attack by a long shot. Like, there's nothing hard about this attack. I guess just in case for the final attack I should make it to the edge. Well, I made it. Oof. Damn, considering that that's only one of four, that took a long ass time. Huh. Are they gonna run? Okay, no, they are not gonna run. Well, that's Baby Mario. Oh no. Okay, so this guy... Wait, what? How does he behave? Okay, you're supposed to hit him. Although he follows you, but he doesn't really follow you. But you're intended to not let him reach the edges of the screen. And I'm assuming this is an infinitely scrolling screen. You destroy the Earth? Yeah, apparently. I guess the Earth was not the place that the game takes place on. Was a different one. Okay, those are some fucked up... Oh, you can also shoot the stars. Or can you? Maybe only the blue ones? Oh, what the hell? Ah, damn it. That came out of nowhere. I cannot imagine playing Yoshi's Island and liking that game. Or, like, being a babysitter... Wait, hold up, that's the wall. Oh, it's okay, it's not an infinite screen. Okay. Only one more? Ooh, that was close though. No. Come on. No. Got his ass. Damn. That was so much easier than the previous one. Holy shit. Alright. Ikuzo? Okay, well this is some edgelord from some RPG I didn't play. Not sure which one, but they all look the same, so who gives a shit? Ah, fuck. I think he was one hit away. Well, two, actually. I think that the previous attempt was the right one. Maybe a little bit hard to replicate. Nice double KO. Very, very nice double KO. Amazing even. I hate that double KOs are allowed in fan games. So it depends on the fan games. For example, in Boshi, in some of the bosses, if you double KO, you end up winning regardless. In this one, you don't. I mean, usually that's the way it works. Like, double KOs never like work on the player's favor, and that's because usually the game logic stops when you are dead. Like, there are always checks if the player is alive, and if it's not alive, to just not do anything. Okay. Piece of shit, that attack sucked. It's only a good mechanic if you win. I mean... yeah. Got a problem with that? Well, then again, it's not like you have many other ways of handling the double KO. You can only do it in two ways, like either the CPU wins or you win. Well, I say CPU here when it's just the boss. Like, either the boss wins or you win, you know? Damn it, dude. This is a boss that I should have already beaten like 3 times, and I'm still fighting it. It is not a hard boss whatsoever. That attack fucking sucks because you cannot tell it's coming. Now you cannot tell it's that specific attack that's coming. And the thing is that it's so fast that it's borderline unreactable. One more? Fuck. I hate that attack so fucking much. You are actually pissing me off so much. If only he didn't have like a whole fucking minute of iframes, that would be pretty cool. Obviously it doesn't have 1 minute of iframes, so I hate when game maker when fangame developers give bosses like 5 seconds of iframes. Like, what the hell, dude? At that point, don't even give it a hell bar, make it a survival. Like, what even is the point of shooting? Like, you know, just make it time-based if you want to manipulate how long the boss takes. Like, what even is the point of hell bar there? Yeah, I know that you want to make it more interactive, but if you want to do that, fucking remove the iframes or make it actual frames instead of whole fucking seconds. Like, I don't know, make it 10 frames, 20 maybe. But no, let's make it whole seconds of iframes. A fantastic idea. Wow, I don't know how I survived that. Alright, finally. I should have ended that 10 minutes ago. This asshole kept killing me. Okay. What am I looking at? Yeah, slime, no shit. What? I don't remember seeing you before. What the hell? That's pretty random. When did I beat a slime in this game? I know that it's probably just a reference to Dragon Quest, just like the little devils before, but that seems pretty random. Okay, I understand these arrows now. Wait, what does that mean? Well, it gets held by that amount of seconds. Oh, that was pretty fucked up. Damn it. At least it's a cool idea, I gotta say. Though, you know, someone that is not used to shoot 'em ups, I feel like something like this will be ultra cancerous to do. Like, in my case, I'm used to looking at things coming from the top of the screen and dodging, but if you're not used to that, something like this is probably so fucked up. Unfortunately, this one requires focus. Like, I cannot just turn my brain off like I do in shoot 'em ups and just contextually look at the bullets. Like, here you actually need to look at the arrows and the timer. Now, you cannot simply react to movement. You need to look at the bullets specifically. Well, the bullets that are cherries, but you get the point. I guess that's the kind of thing that makes you realize how brain dead shoot 'em ups are when it comes to needing to think. Like, I guess they are probably one of the most brain dead genres in that regard, right? That's why it's perfect for me. Oh, you have to be shitting me. That's a very evil thing to do, you know? That was bound to happen. At least I think that's the end, but man, that's very fucked up. So I'm assuming that maybe this... I don't know if I should call it a boss rush, but that is probably a different chapter altogether now. Maybe. So if that's the case, if this is chapter 4, that means that there's only one remaining. But it's not like the game makes a big effort in differentiating that. It just mentioned that in a dialogue at the beginning and then never again. Yeah, a little bit weird. It's one of those things that you really need to focus on. Oh shit. Alright. The problem here is the one that has delay. Yeah, that's the issue. Like, at the time that it's time for it to go down, like, I cannot really remember. I mean, it's not like I don't remember it was there, but I cannot time it, you know? So, you know what, I was thinking about this game today and it reminded me of, or rather, I was thinking that it reminded me of I Wanna Be the Hana Mogeta, which is like a puzzle fan game. At least, obviously, the puzzle sections of the game. Alright. Got it. Yeah, that was a crazy section. And who is this asshole? Another boss? Mystery Sorcerer. Wasn't this what appeared at the beginning of the game, I think? A pretty nice poem. Oh, what the hell? Female demon and swordsman. Like, she's a demon and a swordsman, okay. Shouldn't that be swordswoman or something? Well, maybe it's for both, okay. Oh yeah, there was a demon king that the game mentioned at the beginning, by the way. Okay, so we're gonna have the emotional moment now when this guy realizes Rina is dead. Can go up there. Don't have infinite jump. You want me to go back? Oh shit, the Phoenix. Are you pissed off that I stole your egg? Oh, okay, never mind. I guess he doesn't mind that I stole his egg. Nice. Alright. This is some stoner ass shit. It seems like we're gonna have some normal platforming for once. Or maybe this is gonna be like a recollection chapter where every gimmick is used at the same time. Every of the past gimmicks. Well, no, this one is... it's an automatically scrolling stage. And these are not enemies you can kill, by the way. What the hell? Oh, you want me to... Okay. I'm glad for the clarification. Unfortunately, I didn't make it. If it wasn't for that clarification there, I wouldn't have thought of that. And something tells me that clarification is there because people probably struggle to understand what you are supposed to do. Yeah, I wouldn't blame them. Like, it's not obvious you're supposed to split path with the balloon. Okay. Oh shit, what the hell? Yeah, okay. Are they just random? Like, they come from everywhere. Is that how it is? Oof, I almost didn't make it. Well, I didn't make it anyways. So what happens if you're by yourself? Well, nothing. What could you do? At that point, it's over. Well, at least this one, like, these enemies are whatever, because you can choose, well, not like that, but like, you can stay down there and not get hit by anyone. It also feels like the hitbox of the balloon is a little bit picky, you know? Here you stay down here and that's it. That's all you need to do. So the problem are the crows here. They come from nowhere. So I think... No, they are... I don't think they are static. They actually look random. That's so fucked up. Like, how am I supposed to guess where they come from? Because you cannot move horizontally. You can only move vertically. If you could move horizontally, I feel like that will be completely trivial, but that's not the case, you know? So the clouds here... a little bit fucked up that they are in the front. Also, can the crows kill me? I will assume they can, right? Probably. What? Where are they coming from? Oh, they are shooting. Okay, sure. Can I kill this guy? Yes. Maybe I could have also killed the other guys. I didn't realize, but yeah. Damn. Notice that this is a very long ass sequence. I have a feeling that you probably should have put a checkpoint or two around there, Mr. It's fine. So here should I... No, you cannot actually kill them on that specific part. Like there, unless I miss all my shots, but I feel like I didn't miss. Man, that's wild. Pretty wild. I think the idea there is that you're intended to be like maybe closer to the middle. I don't know. Oh, I almost got hit by that. A lot of those I'm actually missing the shot, so... No, I'm pretty sure that last one I didn't miss. So the only one you can kill is this one. Which makes sense because otherwise you wouldn't have anywhere to run. What about this sequence right here? Uh-oh. I can't believe I dodged all of that. Wait, should I be worried about that? No. Oh, there is a fairy. What the hell? Okay, this guy... This guy got pretty great, dude. It's just full of random shit. Okay. Pretty nice. Pretty funny. I just throw things in a blender and this is the result. Well, you don't actually have to spam bullets, as always with the fact that you have whole seconds of iframes. There is no need to spam. Wait, what does that guy do? I don't feel like he does anything, but I mean, he has to do something, I'm assuming. Asset puke. Well, on the right side, the assets do look uniform in the sense that, I mean, except for that abomination that comes from the top of the screen, the rest of the assets look like they could be from the same game, even though they most likely are not. Again. I'm not sure what that big guy is supposed to do. Like, he dropped something, but I can't tell what that something does. You mean the shield guy? I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking... Wait, does he drop a shield that you can pick up? Because that would be useful. The problem is that it seems a little bit hard to grab whatever he drops. Well, that doesn't do shit. It drops the default player killer sprite from the engine. It doesn't seem like it does anything though. Like, it drops it and then what? Even if you get hit by it, you don't get killed, so... A little bit weird. I gotta say, this is one of the most random fun games I ever played. I think the only other one that comes close is Full Techno Shakas, but at least that game had a recurring theme, which was avoidances. This one has so much shit that has nothing to do with each other. I think it has to be the most random fun game I played. Another one that I could also think about is Domu, but even Domu had like more... I could think of games like Domu or of things like I Wanna Be the Rookie, but I feel like all of those games had a very set structure, even though they also had a lot of other random things. But this game feels like it's really a collection of shit. And not in a bad way. And when I say of shit, I mean of random stuff. It's such a random ass game. Just wait until you see the rest of the games made by this guy. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing them. I think that after seeing this game, I mean, I cannot say that I'm not curious, but as always, you know what they say, curiosity killed the cat, so maybe I shouldn't be curious. I mean, the thing that is the craziest is that there is supposed to be a story in the middle of all of this random bullshit, you know? A story that has absolutely nothing to do with what you're playing. It's like, imagine that you're playing, I don't know, well actually, since Sunshine likes Metal Gear Solid so much, imagine you're playing Metal Gear Solid. You're sneaking into the base, you know, killing random, you know, mooks, trying to sneak into it. And then once you get into a room, you start playing Tetris. You start playing Tetris, and then once you beat that, you go through one of those vents that Metal Gear has, and that leads to another room. And then on that other room, you know, with those crates that you use to hide? Well, you use those to play like Sokoban. You know that game where you're supposed to stack crates in a specific way? It's a puzzle game. Like, that's how this game feels. It really feels like that. Like, just random shit that have nothing to do with each other, even though there is supposed to be like a common theme, like something to follow. I can't believe that. Wait, and how do I get there? Because that warp is pretty far. Huh. Well, maybe it's gonna get closer. It hasn't been playtested. What, this game? No, this game has definitely been playtested. I mean, the fact that it hasn't crashed yet, or there is any game-breaking bug, I think it's a very good proof that it had testing. But no, it's not about testing. Like, what I'm saying is that all this random shit that has nothing to do with each other is just funny because of it, right? You have a bunch of things that are unrelated, even though the game has an overreaching story, right? Like, nothing of this, like this fairy and this random assholes flying, has absolutely nothing to do with the story, but it's there, you know? You have to beat it to go to progress in the story, right? You know, in a way, you might even say that it is part of the story, in the sense that this guy, like the main character, is very clearly schizophrenic. So maybe he's seeing all of this, you know? Like, maybe that's his schizophrenia. Could be. One of them is I Wanna Be the Farewell, but then a bunch of people later got together and made a game based on it, the Farewell Medley, and the original Farewell maker was even there for that. I Wanna Be the Guy has always been a mishmash of other games. This just takes that to the absolute maximum. I guess you can say that. It's a way of saying it. I mean, I don't think it would surprise me that much if it wasn't for the fact that there is a story in the middle. Like, if the game was just this, like this random shit without a story, it will still be weird. But, you know, it will be understandable, I guess. But with a story that is supposed to be half serious, it seems a little bit weird. It doesn't look thought out. No, what I can definitely tell you is that everything in this game was very thought out. In terms at least of gameplay. In terms of setting, we can discuss that, I guess, but in terms of gameplay, this was very well thought out. It's just that it's hard to think of it if you're only, like, if you don't play fun games, it's hard to think of it. Like, if you are used to commercial games, obviously no commercial game will do something like this. But the thing is that, yeah, gameplay-wise, this does have a lot of thought put into it. A lot of thought, and more importantly, a lot of effort. That doesn't mean that it's not random. Yeah, it obviously is random. If anything, it's the setting of the game that doesn't have any thought put into it. But yeah, that's whatever. I don't mind that much. Wait, I think I just realized something. I can't believe it took me this long to realize. She only shoots the electricity when she gets damaged. I did not realize that until now. I thought it was random, but no. She actually shoots it only when she gets hit. Can't believe it took me this long to realize. She only shoots it there. So that means that sometimes it's probably better to not shoot anything to avoid the electricity. Oh fuck, okay, that's fine. What a piece of shit fish. God damn it. That was close. But still not as close as that attempt where I actually win, but I got double KO'd. Though this shield guy is such a fucking bitch. And he's the main reason for you taking a long time to hit her, because while he is there, there's nothing you can do. Like, to progress the fight, I mean. Damn it. What the hell? I think the problem here is that there might be a little bit of completely uncontrolled RNG. I think the RNG here can actually wall you. I think it is possible for these enemies to appear in a way where there's actually nothing you can do. But I'm not so sure about that. Maybe I'm wrong. So that there are some times that you really feel like you have nowhere to go. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, like for example, there was nothing I could have done. There was nowhere to run. The whole place was completely covered with shit. I know that a lot of these are aimed, So for example, if you want to anticipate the plane guy, you can try, you know, making him go to a place that doesn't have that many enemies, but that's easier said than done, without a doubt. And it gets worse when she's on the last hit. Because when she's on the last hit, it's like there's more enemies. Like, I think that the enemy density goes higher the less health she has. I hate this plain piece of fucking shit so much. Huh. Nice active frames, bitch. Oh, by the way, we reached the 5-hour marks in the game. So, according to the creator, on your first playthrough, you should be able to beat this game in 5 hours. Should be. I don't know who the creator is talking to, though. Yeah, that's fine. To be fair, I don't know how long there is left of the game. Because, I mean, it could be close to be over or not. I wouldn't know. With this game, it's impossible to predict what's gonna happen. The testers, well, yeah, probably. But you have to have... Those are not even wings, by the way. That's supposed to be a cape, I think, that those penguins are using. So I'm pretty sure that you cannot really hit any common enemy here with a bullet, right? Bullets have no effect if it's not on the boss. Well, and on that weird wall that approaches, well, it still has no effect, it's only visual. Yeah, no practical effect. I can't believe you miss every single fucking shot, dude. How can I get so unlucky? Is it because the shield spins faster later? No, it doesn't. It already spins fast right now, so heavily doubt that it spins any faster than that. Fuck you. Unfortunately, the timing for hitting him there, hitting her there, was an issue. The thing is that there are definitely still things remaining in the game, because keep in mind that that demon king and that girl that appear are still not, like, they didn't appear outside of cutscenes, so we're probably gonna have to fight them. So yeah, I think that what I'm trying to say is that the game is still far from being over. Pretty far. So I'm most likely not gonna finish it today at this rate. Unless you tell me that what comes afterwards is the final boss, which could be the case, but I doubt it. At the same time, the supposedly big reveal about Rena being dead is it's probably something that he's gonna leave for the end, so I don't know. It's honestly unpredictable to know what this game is gonna come up with. Because I mean, just by looking at the story, you could not have possibly predicted this fairy boss whatsoever, you know? Okay. And now what? How do I get there? I don't know how to get there. You want me to walk? Yeah, water, yeah, sure, but I'm pretty sure I got killed last time. Well, I'm gonna try to jump like this. Alright, that'll work. What's this nail? What? Cannot even talk to him. Alright. You want me to remember who was the snail? No, you want me to paint them all on the same color, okay. Yeah, this is a classical puzzle. Oh, but it has to be red no matter what. Why does it have to be red? Why cannot it be blue? It's the same logic. Alright, so we have more puzzles. So essentially, well, in case you don't understand what's going on, essentially it's a typical puzzle where you hit something and you switch the color of that something and then every adjacent thing. It's a very classical type of puzzle. I'm not very good at it, just like I'm not good at most puzzles, so I'm probably gonna take a while to beat it, but that's fine. Yeah, snail. I don't know why he wanted to make them snails, but I guess the question is why not. But yeah, my problem with this type of puzzles is that for me, it's always a matter of trial and error. It's never a matter of beating it legitimately by thinking. Like, it is a matter of brute forcing. Like, I could not possibly think with logic to beat this. Like, I simply cannot. So there are probably a lot of cases where the solution was extremely close and I, you know, fucked it up, and you probably want to kill me for that. And I understand, but you also have to understand that I'm not built for puzzles like this, you know, or any type of puzzle really. Like, I'm not horrible at puzzles, but I don't really enjoy them, and I'm not weak enough either to properly solve them without taking a shit ton of time, you know? So yeah, it is what it is. So what I'm trying to say is that we're gonna be here for a probably very long amount of time. That's all I'm saying. This will take a while. So just be ready for that. And if you are good at this type of puzzles, be ready to get frustrated to see me fuck up. Also, what's the point here of the checkpoints? I guess if you want to reset the whole logic, yeah, I guess. Though I don't think it's possible to fuck these puzzles up to the point where they are unsolvable. Pretty sure that you can always fix them. It's like the Rubik Cube, you know? No matter how much you fuck up the Rubik Cube, you can always solve it. Like, it's impossible for a Rubik Cube to be unsolvable unless it was made to be unsolvable. Like, like it's impossible to generate faces of the same color. At that point, it wouldn't be a Rubik Cube, it will be something else. In fact, the logic in this puzzle is very similar to that of a Rubik Cube in that regard. Like, quite similar. So, I guess that's cool. Not for me, but, you know. So I'm assuming that there's gonna be one more where there's gonna be like a 5x5 snail thing, and that might be the last one. At the same time, that's wishful thinking. That's just me wanting it to be over, but it might not be the case. We will see though. It is, to me, it's basically brute force until it eventually works. Like, I'm not consciously doing this because I cannot consciously do this. My brain is not that good, but it's fine. Maybe I should start shooting randomly, repeatedly, like something like this. Just random shooting until eventually the remaining combination is better. No, probably wouldn't help. I mean, in puzzles like this, theoretically... Oh, hold up, that's it. That's actually it. Or wait, it isn't. What? Or it has to be blue? It's because... But wasn't the other portal also blue? What am I missing here? Maybe it wasn't blue and I'm making that up. I feel like it was blue. Well, I guess it wasn't blue. And now I'm supposed to turn everything blue. Damn it. Yeah, I mean, there is no other explanation, because they were all red. Clearly. Well, okay. I guess we're turning them blue then. Yeah, okay, that worked. Oh, and then you add another color. Damn. Well, that's pretty evil, I gotta say. As if I didn't struggle enough with only 2 colors, now you want another one. Yeah, a little bit messed up. Is there anyone smart enough that can actually solve these puzzles with logic? I mean, probably, but just cannot imagine the type of brain that you require to not just randomly hit shit until eventually it looks good enough. I just don't know. Because in my case, if it's not shooting random shit, I cannot pull this off. From a logical standpoint. I don't even know what logic you will even use. Like, will it be like algorithms? Like, where you know, turn the colors into numbers or something like that? I don't know. Will be. Unfortunately, my mathematics education was very bad. Can you edit this image to turn all the snails yellow? Well, rather than asking Grok to edit the image, it will be tell me the step-by-step to turn all the snails green. Problem is that you will have to explain the way the game works. That seems like a lot of effort. Fuck, dude. Sometimes being bad at mathematics has consequences like this. Bad consequences, obviously. It's fine. I hope that this is the last one, because having to do this 3-color one in a 4x4 grid, I wouldn't be able to. Like, I would probably take half an hour to beat something like that. Yeah, it's fine. At least on the right side, the previous thing with that boss took a lot of reactions and a lot of like fast movement and shit, so this one is kind of like a break from that. So that's at least nice. Like, here you know that no matter how long you take or no matter how chill you do this, it doesn't matter. Like, it will always be there. You don't need to go fast. Well, I'm glad. Imagine if this was time gated. That would be messed up. But it could be. Like, it could easily be, hey, solve this in this amount of time or you lose. And if that's the case, I feel like that might have been actually impossible to solve for me. I don't think I could pull it off. Unfortunately, none of that's gonna work. Yeah, it was unfortunately close. So far, it has always been the case that I've been one snail away from winning. And that's the thing about it, it's like the Rubik Cube. You can be a couple of squares away from solving it, but that doesn't matter. Like, you are still not close to solving it. If it's not all done, I wouldn't say that it's the same as nothing, because it isn't, but it really doesn't matter. Like, you have to solve it all. Will I start doing random shots like I did on the previous one? Yeah, I will. Let's see if we can make something nice appear. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think anything particularly nice appear, but at least we scramble it a little bit. This is the kind of shit that I can look at it and feel like, wow, I'm actually close, and I'm not. I'm actually not close. Like, I'm not even close to be close, right? God damn it. Well, if I reset the stage, I wonder if I will be closer to solving it than right now. Because you know that a Rubik Cube, I mean, obviously the initial configuration depends on where you bought it and whatnot, but the point is that you can actually make the Rubik Cube harder by doing wrong moves. So this is the same concept, like the initial configuration might be easier than whatever I'm dealing with right now, you know? In which case, yeah, I probably should, you know. should reset it. I think I will, because I don't feel like I'm close to solving it, so it's not like resetting will change anything. So yeah, let's reset. So this is the initial configuration. Like, maybe with this initial configuration, you are only far, like, by 5 moves. Like, you are 5 moves away from solving it. It's possible. But since I have no clue how to solve this from a logical standpoint, it makes no difference for me. I'm not using logic, so whether it's 5 moves or 10 or 100, it will make no difference for me. But if it was only 1 or 2 movements, yes, it will make a difference, because I will most likely notice it. Even something that seems as short as 5 movements, that will be a lot for me. But yeah, that wouldn't work. In fact, don't be surprised if this takes the remaining time of the stream. I hope not, but it's looking like it will be the case. For all of the enthusiasts of this particular type of minigame, I'm sorry. You probably want to murder me. But yeah, it is what it is. Like, some people are not smart, and I'm one of those. Yeah, that's a shame. Though here, turning all the snails of a specific color, leaving only the one in the middle out, wouldn't really make you win, because this one only affects the ones on the top, left, right, and bottom, but it doesn't affect the ones on the corner, so that wouldn't be the answer either. Fuck, dude. Yeah, that's pretty close, but if it looks symmetrical, try making symmetrical moves around the square. Well, the problem is that I don't think I've seen it look symmetrical in a while. You know? I think that's the issue. Like, most of the times it feels like there's one snail that looks off. So, you know, in that one snail that looks off, well, this one is symmetrical, for example. They are saying to make symmetrical moves, as in hit the same ones in both sides. I'm assuming that's what you mean. I guess that could work. Yeah, I guess that could eventually work. Let's see. Actually, unfortunately, no. Was about to say that's it. No, it isn't. It was probably close though. But it seems like your idea is good. Like, if you see the board being symmetrical, make symmetrical moves. Yeah, seems like it kinda works. So I don't know if it works to make me feel that I'm closer, and in reality I'm not. I don't know. Well, I guess this could also be considered a symmetrical move, technically, since you're pointing at opposite sides of the grid. Yeah, for example, this one here looks like it's extremely close, but maybe it isn't. Maybe it actually isn't that close. Unfortunately not. Damn it, dude, I thought that was gonna be it. Fuck. Why must you do this to me, game? For what reason? No? Well, yeah. That will be what I need to do, except that that's not the right color. That will be the right idea. Damn it, dude. So close and yet so far. That's not gonna be enough either. Well, that's fine. I'm gonna keep going. I don't know if I'm getting closer. It doesn't really look like it. Though I feel like having to make it a very specific color is extremely evil. Like, having them all be of the same color is just as hard. In terms of, you know, getting it to be any color is just as hard. So why does it have to be a specific color? Like, that obviously is harder, but I don't understand what's the obsession of making it so fucked up, you know? Fuck me in the ass. There's probably a sequence of movements once all of them are of the same color to turn it into another color. I wouldn't know it. I will not know it. Now I can turn them all red. Well, actually, hold up. If I make the same sequence that I did before, I should be able to turn them all yellow. It's just that I don't remember what sequence I did. That's the issue. I don't remember. I feel like I did something like this, but I could be completely wrong. God damn it. But yeah, that would work, assuming I remember, but I don't. I don't remember the sequence of movements, but it would have actually worked, because I did the same thing, basically turn them from blue to red, and then I will have to turn them from red to yellow. Like, they are red now, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, but I don't know. In this, I can't believe I'm repeating the same shit every time. That's crazy, like leaving everything but the middle one in yellow. How is that even possible? Okay, that's it. Jesus Christ, dude. That took very long. Oh, and then there is this bitch. Yeah, well, to nobody's surprise, Rina is dead. Is that the Eiffel Tower? It's probably the Tokyo Tower if I had to guess. But I might be wrong. Bitch slap. Oh. Oh, well, and Keita also dies here. Damn. And this is the accident, apparently. That's the Demon Lord. So So why are they demon lords here? And why are they attacking me? Here comes the fight. By the way, what happened with the demon lord? Because, I mean, this is supposed to be his daughter or something. Also, that's very loud. That sound effect that the demon does, that's super loud. I mean, it could be worse, but it's still pretty loud. These are some crazy patterns. I know this song from another fan game too, I Wanna Be the Sun. Okay. Probably from some turn-based RPG or something like that, if I had to take a guess. Oh, also, by the way, thanks for the tip, Wasabi. If you didn't told me about that symmetrical thing, I probably would still be stuck at that hellish snail puzzle. Thanks a lot. That was very useful. Alright, here another thing. That demon only appears when you attack her. Before I, you know, I spend more time not realizing that that demon only appears when she gets hit. But yeah. Ah, fuck. Also, who is this character supposed to be? It feels like she could be from a fighting game like Vanguard Princess, right? Or something like that. Kinda feels like it's from something like that. Could be wrong though. But that sprite work is proper of a fighting game. And while Vanguard Princess is also a fighting game known for having very hot characters. Like, that's the whole point of the game. As a fighting game, it's kinda shit. But it's supposed to have very hot girls as all the characters. It might be that one, or it might be another one, or it might not even be a fighting game, it might be from, like, I don't know, a beat 'em up. Kinda doubt it. It could be from one of those games like Dungeon Fighter Online, that is a beat 'em up. I don't think she's from that one in particular, but like, probably from one of those games. Not to mention, I mean, it could also be a turn-based RPG. Just that turn-based RPGs don't tend to have animations this smooth. Like, these animations makes you think that it's from a fighting game because there, the animations being smooth is mandatory. While in a turn-based, oh, nice attack. In a turn-based RPG, it's more like decoration, like you don't need to have animations at all. Oh yeah, I forgot, my bad. So I like how the scenario here was supposed to be very wild, and then all of a sudden we're fighting in a closed arena, you know, just like that. Ah, fuck me, I wasn't expecting that attack twice in a row. glad she decided to do a bunch of dumb attacks. She could have easily killed me, but not like it matters because I ended up dying anyways. See, at least in a boss fight like this, the usage of very long iframes at least makes sense. Because while that demon gets summoned, you're not supposed to attack, you're supposed to deal with the demon. So that, I will say, it's a good use of iframes. Of long iframes. But yeah, the ones in that previous boss definitely was not a good use. Okay, so if you specifically go to the edge and you try to champ, I think she always will champ. So I guess you want to avoid that. So what happens if she does it? Kinda wanna trigger her to do that. Because what she does is simply shooting bullets from afar. I guess the hard part is... Wait, oh, that guy appeared even though I didn't hit her. Okay, that's weird. Okay, she jumps when you're at the edge. Does that always happen? Probably not. You can easily get a corner if you do that. Oof, close. Ah, fuck, that stupid ass green bullet got in the way. I also am not sure how the boss gets harder when the hell gets red. It didn't seem like her patterns were harder, but they most likely were. I know that this is not a good idea, but I wanna see... I don't think that you can get lucky, like... You're most likely gonna get a corner every time. Ah, that was unlucky. It's the way the demon gets summoned. You cannot dodge him from above, like you have to move to the side. How did that miss? Would it be possible that she somehow managed to walk over the bullet? Like that I got so unlucky that her sprite, like she actually perfectly walked over the bullet? It's possible. So the chances of that happening have to be almost lottery winning. Well, I guess not that low, but they are definitely not that simple. Fuck off. Oh, she did that attack. But it's not really hard to dodge at all. No, she's getting faster. That was close. Ah, that sucks. Damn it. Pretty sure that that was the final hit. But for some reason her iframes were still active there. Like they shouldn't have been active. Like there was enough time that passed. Maybe not. Well, clearly not. Damn, I got extremely lucky there. Okay, so I seen that. At the end, when she's one hit away, she actually spams the demon. And there's nothing you can do about it. Like, she stays in iframes for a long time. So that's why the last time when I was supposed to hit her, I couldn't. Alright, well, pretty nice cheating right there. Just making rules up on the spot. Very cool. Especially related to iframes. Like, if you're gonna be an asshole with iframes, at least I feel that you should be consistent instead of changing the rules in the middle of the fight, you know? Especially when it's about to be over. Because when it's about to be over, obviously I'm gonna try to deliver the final hit as soon as possible. Clearly, like, I wanna end the fight. But yeah, pretty shitty behavior right there, mister. That champ sucks so many fucking balls. And dodge shovel. I just hope that this one is the final boss. The problem is if the Demon Lord actually appears. And that's the actual final boss. Because, you know, the thing with fan games is that fan games that have bosses is that they always usually make the final boss take like 3 times the rest of the game. Well, that's a little bit of an exaggeration here, but the point is that they usually take very long. And they tend to be absolute fucking bullshit. That could be the case here. I just hope it's not the case. But it could easily be. Nice run. No, there are some times where you randomly don't hit her, but it's not because the bullets go in between her legs. Like, it's simply that it happens because it feels like happening. That you just don't hit her, even if the bullet clearly interacted with her sprite. That was so shitty. That was so actually shitty. Also, my fingers are starting to hurt. My fingers might actually be hurting a little bit right now. I feel like I should... This is the type of situation where the best idea will be to switch to gamepad. I mean, for any boss, the best situation will be switching to gamepad for me, but a little bit too late for that. I don't even have it configured. That's the biggest issue. The problem is that at the end he spawns multiple times and you're essentially supposed to take that into account, which means that you have to be careful of what your screen position is gonna be. Okay, so those bullets are apparently, you know, they actually have a hitbox that stops my bullets. That's pretty shitty. Like, what's even the point of that? I guess it's so that you cannot hit her that easily. Probably. Those active frames of this stupid ass demon are so annoying. Stays there forever. Piece of shit. Okay. So that reminds me, you know what, there was a mission like close to the beginning of the game that you were supposed to help someone repair a lift. What even happened with that mission? At least the Phoenix got referenced later on, but what about the lift? Didn't get used for anything. Not like I expect for this game to have consistency with the setting. We already seen that it's the most inconsistent thing about the game. I feel like even the gameplay gimmicks, with how different they are from each other, they seem more consistent than the setting of the story. Man, come on. Fuck. Also, if this ends up being the final boss, a little bit weird for the screen, well, the screen, like the level right before it to be a puzzle game, you know? now. I couldn't hit her a fucking single time. Do you know the game won't throw you into a phase 2 with a snail puzzle? That would be something. It could be. So at this rate, man, you know, I fucking hate when fun games do this, when they make the final boss so fucking annoying. Because this happens so repeatedly to me, that I make it to the final boss in one stream, and then I'm like, no, I'm gonna leave it for the next stream, and then on the next stream I beat it on like 10 fucking minutes. That's so infuriating. You're basically wasting my time. I don't want to dedicate another stream to you, you know? That's only if assuming this one is the final boss. It could easily not be. I have no way of knowing until he's dead. Well, she's dead, I guess. So this is where the problem starts, because this demon starts spawning constantly. That was such a fucking shitty ass unlucky combination. What a piece of shit. I'm dead. Fuck me, dude. You know, the worst part is that every time that like, whatever I might have thought of the fun game at the point that the final boss appears, it's like the final boss leaves me with so much salt that I can't remember anything else from the game. It reminds me of I Wanna Take the Time Machine 2. I barely remember that game because the only thing I remember about that game is how fucking cancerous the final boss was. Even though it's supposed to be a good game, I say it's supposed to because that's not what I remember, and I don't remember that precisely because of how shitty the final boss was. And it's a consistent problem with every single fun game. Every fun game completely makes you want to murder the creator by the time you reach the final boss. And it makes you forget about the rest of the game because it's such an annoying ass piece of shit that everything else might as well not even exist, you know? Like, it takes away your attention from the game so much that it's like the rest of the game was not a thing, it didn't exist, right? And it's the thing that you end up remembering the most, obviously. It's the last thing that you do with the game. It's your last interaction with the game. So of course it's the thing you're gonna remember the most, and especially if it's hard as shit and it takes you a while, it's obviously what you're gonna remember when the game is over. So, like, if you took away the ability of fun game makers to make final bosses, you know how many fun games will be improved. You know how many fun games will be improved. Well, one of the most popular fun games in the world, which is Camellia, for what people say, Camellia 2 and 3 have relatively decent first stages and then it turns into a piece of shit later on. So if they have removed that asshole the ability to make a final boss, maybe people will actually like it. Well, people like the game regardless. I mean, more people will like the game, I guess. I don't know, hard to tell. Maybe the reason why they like the game in the first place is precisely because of how fucking bullshit it is. At least for my fan game, I have the excuse that the final boss was far from the most fucked up thing in my fan game. Everyone that played my fan game did not struggle with the final boss more than they struggle with individual screens. So if anything, they hate the entirety of the fan game and not just the end. But with games like this, where the final boss is so disproportionately hard, it's just so annoying. This game is making me raise my voice. That's never a good thing. That is the sign of salt. Well, obviously, I'm extremely salty right now. In case you couldn't tell for some reason. I am extremely salty to the point that I feel like just pressing Alt F4 and forgetting that this game exists. I'm willing to do that. And honestly, it will be for the best. So if I were to do that, you can expect I'm not gonna be playing fun games in a while. I'm probably not gonna play fun games in a while either way. It's the same thing that happens every fucking time when it comes to fun games. I play fun games all nice until I play one that pisses me off and then I stop playing for months. It's the same shit. Every single time. It's a cycle. It never stops. The problem here, and especially when it comes to the second phase, or well, the second half, whatever the fuck you wanna call it, is that it's impossible to get her away from you. Like, you simply cannot do it. Because she constantly follows you, so unless she decides to do a very specific attack that involves her going far, you are not taking her away from you. It's so cancerous, it really is. I'm getting tired. The heat also doesn't help, you know. It's not extremely hot today, but it is a little bit. Oh, what the fuck was even that, dude? I didn't think of that for some reason. Just didn't cross my mind. Actually, you know, now that I think about it, one of the people that blamed my fangame, which was Echo pretty much disliked almost everything related to the needle. He actually liked the boss. So I guess I did something good there. I gotta assume it was good enough. But then again, Echo is also... Echo likes a lot of shit that will be way too hard for me, so I don't know if that's a good parameter. Okay, so see if I can actually pull this off right now. It's vulnerable now, but... I can't believe how unlucky I'm getting at the end. It's like there's always one shitty attack that makes it so I need to get hit no matter what. Like, it's impossible to not get hit at the end because I simply don't get the required luck to not get hit. For fuck's sake, dude. I'll tell you something. If the 3.5 hour mark shows up and I'm still here, I'm quitting. Like, I'm telling you right now, just so there are no surprises. This goes to 3.5 hours, I'm out of here. But I'm out of here regardless of what, because even if I beat this and there's something else, I'm out of here. I guess the difference is that there I could be interested in continuing the next stream, but if I cannot beat this by the 3.5 hour mark, like this fight, this game will be sent to the Shadow Realm, never to be seen again. Not by me, at least. Well, this game and fun games in general, for at least a very long time, I mean, on the right side, tomorrow my plan was playing Need for Speed, so regardless, I will say that it goes my way, no matter the outcome. It goes with what I wanted to do. Now you see what I'm saying? Every time I get to the final attack, there's one attack perfectly placed to prevent me from winning. It's like it's on purpose. You see, right there I was out to attack her. But no, at the very right time she did the exact attack she needed to not let me win. Insane. Absolutely insane. I think that this is unsalvageable, right? Like, when she jumps, when you're in the corner, there's nowhere you can go, because like, you cannot go to the left, but if you stay in the corner, you will get killed by the time she goes down, so I think that that's like an unrecoverable position. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, like those active frames are reasonable, without a doubt. The guy pretty much just fully disappearing, still having a hitbox, yeah. Makes sense. For fuck's sake, dude. That green piece of fucking shit took so long to go up. That attack is so random. Doesn't seem to make any sense every time she does it. Oops, that was close. Alright. I hope there's nothing else, but nothing can guarantee that. Alright, so this guy did not die somehow, even though he got sliced. What the hell? A shield? Oh, I bought it when we went out to the museum or shit. Alright. Sure. Now you get to visit the Tokyo Tower in the background. I think I'll pass. I think people call this a tulpa. I'm not sure if that's the word in English, but when you get so severe schizophrenia that you actually believe there's someone there. It's a real condition, believe it or not. It's not fictional, like that can actually happen, but you will have to be severely mentally ill. Like it's not something that any of us can make it work, you know? Like you have to have very severe schizophrenia to make this happen. But it's not fictional, it's a real condition. She has a brother. Scroll with what? With this? Oh, with this. There, kid, thanks for all your hard work since we've been dating for... What? Did he say this is from Rina's brother? Since we dating for 7 years? Or, no, I'm assuming the letter is from Rina. Maybe. Yeah, okay, this is Rina, the one that's told. It would be pretty funny if he was just dating her brother. That's a lot of tits, dude. Yeah, whatever. To leave? Alright. You're trying to make me cry or something. You know, like you realize that I figure out your little plot twist since literally the very first cutscene of the game, right? Like, are you aware of that? Like, I knew that your little character was dead from the very beginning. So yeah, I don't know what to say, mister. I know that you're trying for this to be very emotional and all, but that plot twist was not fooling anyone. Well, maybe it fooled someone, but it's not gonna fool me, come on. Not to mention that this is a very generic story, like the whole I lost my memory and I don't know what happens and you know I'm a schizo, all of that has been told 100 times. But hey, considering that fan games usually don't have a story, hey, at least props to you for trying to make a story. I mean, I will say that of the tens of thousands of fan games that exist, probably only like, I don't know, 50 of them have a story, and maybe I'm exaggerating there. So, good shit. The gimmicks were pretty interesting, and I say interesting because honestly some of them suck so much balls that I don't know what you were thinking, but at least the ones that suck balls were also pretty original, and it's pretty clear that they had a lot of effort put into them, right? So that's at least you know, commendable. Yeah, for example, this boss fight with like the split screens, or this one with like the shooting platform and all of that, like that's very good, like very good because of how original and how much effort it has. So good shit. But yeah, I obviously cannot help but having mixed feelings because I dislike more than half of the gimmicks. And the final boss sucks. That's also a different story, though. In that regard, you're basically like the average fangame. The final boss sucking balls is a recurrent theme, a common denominator, you know. But yeah, the gimmicks, I didn't really like most of them, but I do appreciate the originality and how much effort they have. So I'm assuming that here you're basing all the gimmicks of the game in this one poem. Is this supposed to be a real poem, or did you just make it up? Because it's hard to tell, you know? You might think that, oh, he had this plan all along and the minigames actually made sense, but I don't think so. So what's wrong with this guy? So I guess we should accept that there was a demon lord coming out of anywhere in like a place that looks like the current day real world. Okay, sure. 3 years later, okay. Talk about a time skip. Yeah, sure. The city of Soso. Yeah, and Maya became an idol. Oh, this is gonna be copyright? Probably. It's probably an Idol Master song or something, and it's gonna copyright my ass. Scenario. Well, it's gonna be the credit song, that's for sure. But wait, can I move? Doesn't look like it. No, it's automatic. Alright. Well, that was the game. And yeah, this is copyrighted as fuck, without a doubt. So I guess I'm gonna make an effort to talk over it. This is copyrighted, but the video isn't blocked. Well, yet. It's not blocked yet. Especially, you know, the problem of it being a Japanese song is that differently from the typical copyright holding that how is it called, that blocks it in Russia and Belarus, Japanese songs usually block it in the whole world except for Japan, and that's fucked up. Also then, I didn't even remember that area with the spikes of different colors. Like, this game has so much different shit that has absolutely nothing to do with each other that I forget about half of the shit. You know, like it really is crazy. Like, it's probably one of the most unique fan games I played, because when it comes to unique fan games that I played, obviously the ones that come to my mind, as I mentioned, is full techno shakas. One that is called, I think, I Wanna Be the Caretaker, but that one, I guess it was mostly like original in concept but not really in gameplay. And then Yeah, I don't think that there are many more I could mention. Because obviously you have the typical, you know, adventure games like Boshi that are full of things, that it's pretty much a full-fledged game, and you know, a lot of random shit in general. But the point is that at the same time, I don't think a game had this many different things in the same game. And that doesn't just apply to fun games. I think that even outside of fun games, like if we're talking about commercial games, I don't think I've seen a game with so much different shit inside it. So in that regard, like, it's a very unique game. The thing is that it has so many different things that I'm probably gonna forget about, like, you know, specific things. But it's fine. It's bound to happen with every fun game that I play, basically. Yeah, good shit, I guess. But now, yeah, that Granado guy, it's supposed to be the Demon Lord, never appeared. It's supposed to be from the, like, the one that caused the incident, but you never get to actually fight it in the gameplay, right? But yeah, regardless, the thing is that I'm like, right now what I'm looking forward the most is looking up the reviews on Delicious Fruit. I wanna see the unfiltered salt of a lot of people that probably hate some of the minigames as much as I did. The difference is that in my case I usually don't leave bad reviews. Well, I have not left a single bad review even for fun games that I absolutely hated. And it's obviously not gonna be an exception here. But there are some people that don't think like me. There are some people that get salty with the game they play. They immediately go to Delicious Fruit and talk insane amount of shit. It's like, I've seen games that are decent, that are well done, that in Delicious Fruit, because of one boss or one level, you have people putting out 0 out of 10 or something like that. That being said, I understand the sentiment, because as I say, to me, a shitty final boss that is a very recurrent theme in fun games is enough to ruin a fun game for me. But I feel like going to Delicious Fruit to leave a bad review is a little bit more than what I will do. But yeah, I am curious now to look for that. Rip Bormanats. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but hey, Rip, I guess. Alright, so I think that this is one of those cases where the final screen is left there for all eternity, and if you wanna get out, you have to press F2, because I'm pressing every button and it's not working. So it's like the Mega Man games in the NES that just show Capcom and you need to turn off the console. So I'm gonna put F2 and I wanna see what happens when you reload the save, because it says clear. Okay, you go to the credits. Yeah, I guess that was to be expected. In any case, that will be it for me for today. It says progress 99. Maybe that's because it's 100 when you reach the end. Well, it's not like I can do anything else in that save file, so it doesn't matter. But in any case, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream. So have a good one and take care.